If you look at it, there's probably about 2 million people in the United States at any given point that are having some sort of terminal disease or some sort of a hospice type situation. If you look at that and you say that roughly 10% of them are fighting what we would consider to be kind of this rare terminal disease there, that's 200,000 people. There could be 200,000 people every single year that the PPA, the Promising Pathways Act, could save. What the Promising Pathway Act does more than anything else is it gives us and gives our children the freedom to live. We don't have that right now. We just want the ability to be able to make an intelligent decision with it. And then as it proceeds, we also want to collect that data too. And I think that's the other thing that people tend to miss out of the Promising Pathways Act. The other side of the Promising Pathways Act is that when there is a provisional approval of a drug, the data of when that patient participates in it is collected by a third party. Well, that's something that the Compassionate Access Program really doesn't do. And so by not having the Promising Pathway Act, we're actually endangering other people's lives by going around it with a compassionate use. This does everything that we really want it to do. It gives us access to the drugs, it saves lives, it preserves the data, and it makes sure that we can intelligently make decisions, not only for our own lives, but make intelligent decisions that may actually help many other people's lives in the process.
Doctors, drug companies, families, everybody is behind this. And at this point, we need Congress to, join us in this fight.
So I'm Dr. Gavin Baumgardner. I'm the chairman of the Medical Advisory Council with the Cure Starts Now. So the Promising Pathway Act really offers some distinct advantages, some advances over some of the current programs we already have available, like compassionate use and emergency access. I really boil it down into three main categories: structure, efficiency, and accountability. So from a structure standpoint, the PPA provides potentially life-saving pathway for terminal patients and their families to gain access to drugs they might not be otherwise afforded. From an efficiency standpoint, the FDA, with the Promising Pathway Act, the FDA would establish a rolling application process and address all applications and respond to them within 90 days, which is a real significant advancement over our current processes. And then lastly, accountability, and this is a big one. As it stands right now with compassionate use and emergency access, the results and clinical outcomes from those particular patients don't really go anywhere. They may be reported out individually in case studies, but they don't really inform any other larger research studies or future FDA applications. With the PPA, this really valuable clinical information, including safety profiles, side effects, and most importantly, outcomes and efficacy, that data will be informed into future FDA applications potentially, and that's going to be a real advantage over what we currently have today.
And it may be uncomfortable, it may be unpopular to change the bureaucracy that's been built up year after year, but think about how uncomfortable it is to have your son or your daughter be diagnosed with cancer and them say, there's nothing out there for you. There is no hope and there are no options.
But then only to find out that there are, but you can't get at them.